So today we are making a NERF air compressed Claymore mine. Here are 3 brass nipples, 2 wood epoxy putties, wood repairs, a relay, something to fill the air compressor canister. You will need 2 2-inch caps and then 1 2-inch pipe. Here is a tubing to go over the nipples, like that. A PIR sensor, a battery, a solenoid switch, 4 tubing caps, a wall wart, some brass tubing for the NERF darts to go on, and then a whole stinking bunch of wood for the Claymore. You might want to make your Claymore about a foot long so you can fit everything in it. Then you take a speed square and put it right at the 1 foot line. And take a pencil and mark it. You should probably get a parent if you're going to use saws or power tools like this. Let's do this. You'll probably want to put the speed square at least 2 inches away from the edge. And then put a line right about there. So after you've drawn the line, you will use a 1/2-inch drill bit and drill a hole all the way throughout the entire piece of wood. And then later, you will put holes that connect to that hole that you put in now for the NERF pipes that you will put the bullets on. You use a 1/2-inch drill bit in the drill and put in one of these. Now you want to keep it straight, but if you put it at an angle, it'll go right out the side, and you don't want that. If you run out of space, just turn it around and go on the other side. Oh, by the way, you should probably wait and keep drilling until the holes meet up. So you'll need to have the air compressed tank be able to hide behind this. So we are going to mark where it is going to be. If I can get this. Now you're going to cut on that line and to make sure it gets smaller. So we're using this tire stem to put compressed air in here, but we have to use this drill to put a hole in it. Now that you've drilled a hole, take the tire stem and put it through there. And make sure the threaded part is on the outside and pull really hard. Make sure it stays there. Now we're going to put the brass nipple right about here. And we're going to drill it in using this. Now take one of these and tighten the brass nipple. Now use purple primer on all over the insides of the cap. Now you put glue in both parts, on both sides of the pipe and both in the caps. So, you'll probably want to make it up to about 10 inches and drilling the holes for the NERF dart. You will want to space them apart, and we are doing 2 inches away. So, one at 2 inch, another at 4, another at 6, another at 8, and then the last one at 10. Now we're going to use the laser and hit right on the line, right under the mark. Now we're going to do another hole for the airline going throughout the Claymore so it can fire off the darts. So now you use the putty to clog up both holes. The putty we're using, you have to mix until it's one color. The line we are using is copper refrigerator ice maker line. We are going to cut the pipe with this pipe cutter, and these pipes, as stated before, are for the NERF darts. And there you have it. So we're gonna use a little more of the putty to keep these pipes from falling all the way down. We have to wait 60 minutes for the epoxy to cure. So we're gonna work on the electronics. This is a PIR sensor. My dad soldered 2 wires. So the PIR sensor only gives off 5 volts, but our solenoid switch needs 12. So when we solder these wires to the coils, and this PIR sensor senses someone walk by, it will send 5 volts in between these, which will turn on these 2 coils, and that will give away 24 volts. Now that we've done all the wiring, now to continue on the plumbing. Now I'm going to screw the pipes into here. So now we're connecting the PIR sensor to the Claymore. You drill a hole right about in here. And then put a screw in it. Now we're using this wrench to tighten this brass in this hole, which brings the air all the way into the tubing. So now we're connecting the air compressor tank. We duct taped it, but in case it doesn't last that long, we are going to staple it. So now that we're done, if someone walks in front of the PIR sensor, or if it senses someone, it will fire like that. so we can